Good evening. Welcome to my online training session in Photoshop CS3. If you have previous versions, that should be fine. I am going to show you various ways to improve your personal digital photos. And the first tutorial that I'm going to walk you through is reducing red eye. I pulled in a picture of my niece here. She's got quite a bit of red eye. It's pretty obvious without even having to zoom in, but I'm going to zoom in so we can edit these eyes appropriately. Control plus is one way to zoom in, and you can also use the slider up here. And then, of course, you can use the box to position the eyes so we can edit them. I'm going to zoom in just a tad bit more here so we can get those eyes right up close. And yes, she has quite a bit of red eye. There are a few options when it comes to reducing red eye in Photoshop CS2 and CS3. One of the easiest and quickest routes is using the red eye tool, which is up here in the left toolbar. And then you can simply choose the size of your pupils on the pupil slider up here. And by percentage points, I can't tell you exactly what's going to work best for you. But once you choose something that you feel is appropriate, go into the center of the pupil and just left click. And there you go. You can do that over here as well. And what do you know? The redness has been reduced. I don't particularly encourage this one over the one I'm going to show you. I think the while is a little bit longer, that I'm going to show you is also a lot more effective and accurate. So what we're going to do is actually go down and choose channel or new fill or adjustment layer, channel mixer, and that's going to pull up a new window, and you can see that the output channel is automatically set to red. But what we want to do is change the red field to 0%, and then the green field to 50%, and blue to 50%. Always use these numbers when you're doing red eye reduction, and click OK. And you notice that the picture's colors are kind of odd. That's because we flushed out all of the redness and left in the green and blues. To get this back to normal, and we need to do this for reducing red eye, is Control Backspace, and that will change the background colors to black and everything back to normal, so to speak. And next step is we want to select a paintbrush tool, and we want to make sure in this particular instance to change the mode to lighten. It sounds strange because we're actually going to make black out of painting over the pupils, but this is the way it goes. And then, of course, we want opacity at 100%. And then we also want to make sure that our paintbrush is white. So just make sure by clicking your dropper on the white. And we want to also make sure that the brush itself is just about the size of the pupil, probably a little bit larger. You can do a couple different ways of changing the size of your brush. You can do the left or the right brackets. We want left brackets so we can get the size smaller. Or you can also go up to the master diameter and use the sliders that way. So that's too large still. Go down maybe 15. Still large. I'd say maybe 3 pixels would probably do it. Yep, sure enough. 3 pixels will cover the whole entire eye. So that's good. And the rest is simple. Just click on each eye once, and it completely fills in the pupil and gets rid of the red. Simple as that. And then we can hit Control minus or Control dash to zoom out. Check our work. It looks great. It looks very natural. And that particular point is done. Now, if you want to save in any format, picture format, you can go up to Layer and hit Flatten Image. Sorry, the Flatten Image is off your screen, but trust me, it is under the Layer menu. And that brings our layers from one layer, or from 2 layers to 1 layer. And then all you need to do from here is File, Save As, or what have you. And if you want to do any other work, you would do so. And that ends the tutorial on reducing red eye.